Hello crafty friends, this is the Papered Chef here. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up the wireless on your Brother Canvas Workspace, and then I'm going to show you how to make the connection between Canvas Workspace and your machine, so that then you can share files back and forth between the two. When you go to the Home button and you scroll down through your settings, okay, let me just go back to that. Okay, when you go into your settings, you go to your network by scrolling down about 5 pages. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, let's say 6 pages. Okay, you're going to go to network. I've already put in my password. Okay, so you're gonna enable your wireless. That's the first button. If it's off, enable it. Then you're going to go to your setup wizard, and I just did other tutorials on this on YouTube already. You're going to enter your password after you find your network. Okay, my network is named Smith, and I entered my password. Now I have the green light. Okay, I'm going to click on Smith. It says you already have saved information. That's okay. It's just saying, do you want to connect? And I do. Okay, now it's saying now you're connected to your wireless. And this is where I left off in my last YouTube video. It's saying specify Canvas Workspace setting in order to send cutting data between Canvas Workspace and the machine. Okay, so what it's saying is register the connection between Canvas Workspace account and the machine. Okay, what I need to know is the number of this machine, and then I'm going to bring that number to my computer, and I'll do a computer tutorial on Brother Canvas Workspace. Okay, we're going to say next, I'm going to enter this number into my software, and then my software is going to generate a pin for me. I'm going to come back and put the pin into Brother Canvas Workspace. Into my machine. Okay, I'm going to then I'm going to come back and enter the pin. So in the next part of this tutorial, I'm going to be recording myself in the software where you will need to be, and I'll show you how to make your account, how to register your account, how to register your machine to your account, and then you're going to be able to share files. There's so many free project files and things you can do with Brother Canvas Workspace. So let's get started. Let's get to the Brother Canvas Workspace. And not only that, once your wireless is registered, you can also have automatic updates of firmware and updates for your machine because your wireless is enabled. So those are several reasons why you want wireless enabled on your machine. I'll see you in the next part of this video. Okay, in this section, I'm going to show you how you would go about registering for Brother Canvas Workspace, and then how you would then log in and use your account to register your machine. Okay, I already have an account. But if you don't already have an account, you're going to go to canvasworkspace.brother.com. That's the website. Okay, so that you don't put the brother before the canvas, you put canvasworkspace.brother.com. And after you type in that web address and you hit enter, it'll have add the little English to the end of that because it detects that I'm in the United States. And so it may detect your language if you're watching from another country. Then you would go to register and you're going to put in all your information. And this is just to create an account. And the account is going to be the name that is pulled up on your machine as well. So I use Papered Chef as my account. Okay? And it goes on and tells you the requirements, and you agree to the conditions, okay? And it is free, by the way, to register. And it's going to ask you your information. Okay, so this is the login, and mine is Papered Chef, but I'm not going to do this because I already have an account. But you will need to know, they will ask you for your password, your email address, country, first name, last name, birthday, and gender. And then some more information on the next screen. Okay, so let's just go back to, since I already have an account, I'm going to log into my account, canvasworkspace.brother.com. And I'm going to hit login. And I'm pretty sure my information, oh, that's my old account. Let's see. Here you go. I think my information is saved in my browser. Let's see. Manage passwords. No, we don't want to do that. I'm just going to use, I have a password manager. I don't have to try to remember a lot of passwords. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that and log me in. Alright, so now I'm in my account. It says Papered Chef. There's lots of free stuff, and I'll get more into what to do with some of these projects in another video. But you go to register your machine, go to your account. Mine is Paper Chef. Okay, click on that. And then you're going to go to machine registration. Okay. And it's okay that I already have a machine. I have my CM350 already registered, but that's okay. I can register another machine. Okay, so now it's asking me for the number that I said to write down at in the last section. Okay, so I'm going to type that in, 38. This is my machine number, 740055364. Okay, so whatever machine you have and whatever number was generated, that's what you want to write down. Okay, there's my PIN code, 6114. So now I'm going to see you in the next step where we will go enter this PIN code into the machine. And then we can start transferring files. Okay, so stopping this for now. Welcome back. I have registered this number onto canvasworkspace.brother.com, and then it told me a PIN number. Okay, it told me a PIN code. So I need to take that 4-digit PIN code and enter it right now. That will complete the connection between my software and this machine. Okay, the PIN 6114. Okay, I enter the PIN, I say okay. Connecting to the mothership. Okay, Canvas Workspace setting has been specified. Excellent. Okay, it also knows that I'm Paper Chef. I did not type that anywhere into this machine. It knows that already because it's saying Canvas Workspace login Paper Chef. How great is that? Okay, so now that's good that we have the connection we need. And when I go home, so we just go back and it says I'm registered. Okay, that's great. Canvas Workspace, I'm registered. The only thing you could do here is change to another account. I actually do have an older account, or you can trash it and start again. But I do want this account registered. Please use your own registration for your machine and your own PIN code that you generate when you're following this tutorial. Okay, I'm going to say okay, and I just want to go home for a minute and show you something. It's telling me now that I have, activated my wireless, and the reason that I wanted to do this was because I want to use projects in Canvas Workspace. Okay, that's the main reason to have wireless capabilities. But the other reason is so that you don't have to do firmware updates and other kinds of updates using your USB stick or USB cable. Your updates will be automatic, and they're done over the wireless network. Okay, so when I went back to the home screen, it's saying updates are available. How great is that? Now that happened without me registering my machine. This is something that happened when I connected my wireless to my wireless network called Smith, which I did earlier. Okay, I'm going to click on that, and it's saying updates are available. Let's see where I get them. I'm just seeing what it says here. Nope, updates are available. I wonder why it's not doing. Here, I have to click on this. I'm sorry. Click on that button there. Updates are available. Here you go. So what I did is, just so you know, I clicked on the update available, and I'm just going to say it's going to connect me to, it's going to go version 1.10 to version 1.20. So that's great because now it'll update automatically. This is what's called firmware. It's doing a firmware update. And now I'm going to go back to the software, and I'm going to get a project that I'm going to transfer to this machine wirelessly. And I'm going to be doing that as soon as this update is complete. So thank you for watching. Hello, welcome back. Now that I have successfully registered my Brother ScanNCut machine with my Canvas Workspace software, I can now transfer project files to my machine. The one thing I really like about Brother is that they have a lot of free projects that we can use. So to get back to the main screen in this software or in this website, you just go to Canvas Workspace. You click on this on the top left. It'll get you back to the main screen. And you'll have several projects to choose from, and we're just going to use one of the free projects, one of the many free projects. And they are sorted in by like the newest ones first. So this is what you can see here. These say new. So I'm just going to click on, I think this would be nice, the watermelon gift box. Okay, we're not actually going to make this project. I just want to show you that projects contain several parts. You can download all the parts like here, and you could download them to your PC, but that would be a zip file. And then you'd have to extract the parts, and they would be separate parts. Okay, or you can just open them up, and it's telling you here, you can download parts, you can download each separate part, or for example, you can open them up in Canvas Workspace. Okay, so this is saying, do you want to edit parts of the project? Okay, I'm going to just say okay, because I want to explain to you that there are different parts of this project. And I wouldn't transfer them all at once. I would transfer one at a time. And that's my personal preference, because I want to be able to go and cut out, say, all of this section of the project. Now this is the watermelon box, and I'm going to show you how to transfer that to your machine. But keep in mind that if I resize one section of this project, then I would need to resize the other sections as well, because they're all in proportion to each other. Okay, so again, I'm going back. If I want to get another part of the project, actually, let's not do that right now. Let's transfer it, and then I'll show you how to go back to get another part of the project. Okay, so I'm going to download. I'm going to click on download. What I want to do is get this box to go to my machine. And I want you to notice something else, okay? You see that there are dashed lines. Okay, let me zoom in here so you can really see that. The dashed lines are how Brother scores. It's how Brother scores. So instead of, it doesn't have a score tool like you might be familiar with, say, a Cricut. The way it scores is by going ka-chung, 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 ka-chung. Like it makes little dashes. Okay, that's how it scores. So that's what those are. Okay, I'm going to zoom back out. So I'm downloading this file. Okay, and now it's asking, how do you want to transfer this? Do you want to download it to your PC and have a file on your computer? No, I want to use Scan and Cut Transfer, because that was the whole reason I wanted my wireless to work in the first place. So that's Scan and Cut Transfer is what you want. Okay, and now it's going, it says it's ready. It's telling you that when you turn on your machine, it has a little picture of the little cloud, and it's telling you that you're going to get to retrieve your data from the cloud. Now this actual diagram here is for a CM350. I can tell this icon is what my screen looks like, but we'll show you how to get this off of the the SDX125 as well. Okay, I'm going to say close. Now, say we're done and we cut out, now I do mass production, so maybe I cut out, 10 of those boxes, for example. Okay, 10 of the watermelon boxes. I'm going to just leave. I got this part, the red part. Okay, now there are other ways to do this, and I will be at other points in time going over other ways. But let's just say, I thought I hit the back button. I'm going to hit this again. I'm going back to Canvas Workspace, and I want the other parts of the project. So for example, I want this white band. You see how, or the green part. The green part is really nice too. Okay. Now I would take this part here, and I'm going to just open it up again. And I always like to, it looks like it's going to, I'm not sure what those are. They're the watermelon seeds. Yay, watermelon seeds. Oh, this is fun. I actually haven't done this project yet, but I'm just showing you how. Okay, I'm going to hit import parts. Okay, this is just opening up in Canvas. I like to see what I'm doing first. So instead of downloading it, I'm opening up in Canvas. Again, I'm not resizing this because this is in proportion to the red box that we just cut out, or like the hot pink if we're making watermelon boxes. So you want, and it's going to take this little green part, it's going to score it, and it's going to cut this. So keep in mind, I'm not downloading this right now because I'm just showing you that I would do this for each part. The reason is it pulls up the last thing that you had over the wireless network. So when I go to my machine, I want to pull up the watermelon box itself, which is, I'd cut all those, and then I would pull up this file and I would cut all these. And you could, but just remember, if you're going to cut this one, you have to put a piece of green paper on the bottom right. And you'd put a piece of white cardstock on this top part of your mat. Okay, so this is showing you where to lay out the objects on your mat. And I think you should even duplicate these green pieces so you could like get more out of this project. You could get more, there's a lot of wasted space here. So I'd put one, I'd put another one here, duplicate, duplicate, and have 3 green pieces cutting out at once. Okay, anyway, that's enough for that. So the point of this video was to show you how to hook up your wireless and then how to transfer files to your machine, and that's what I'm going to be doing in the next part of this tutorial. Hello and welcome back. In this section, I want to show you how to retrieve the file that you saved through Brother Canvas Workspace onto your STX 125 machine. Okay, so we've just transferred the file, and it was the first part of the watermelon box project. So now you're going to say, you're going to turn on your machine, your wireless is connected, it's right there. You're going to be at this home screen, and you're going to click on Retrieve Data. Okay, where do you want to retrieve the data from? You have 4 choices. I'll tell you which choice we're going to use first, and then I'll explain what the other ones do. We're going to use this wireless first. That was the whole point of hooking up the wireless on our machine, so we can transfer data files that way. But there are other ways that you could retrieve data. You could retrieve data that you stored on your machine. If you created a file and you want to use it over and over again, you can store it onto your machine, and that's this button here. Then you can retrieve that file and use it again. You can store and retrieve data files from a USB stick. That would look something like this. Okay, I actually have a little case for mine. Okay, so that's what that one is, USB stick. You can retrieve files through the USB cable directly to your computer, and that's this option there. But we're going to go ahead and choose the wireless option, top right. And there is the watermelon box. Okay, now let me just show you. I'm going to zoom in and show you those perforated lines again. Okay, the nice thing about the auto blade technology is it'll figure out what blade depth it needs to use based on whatever cardstock that you put in here to cut your boxes. But you can see the little dashed lines, okay? There's little dashed lines, and that's where your box is going to be scored. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say, okay. And let me just zoom back out, and I'm just going to say that now all you need to do is select, okay? Just hit select and cut. Okay, and then you would cut that box out based on whichever paper that you'll be using. All right, well, thank you for watching this section, and we'll see you in the next. Hello and welcome back. In this section, I'm going to show you how to retrieve the pattern, the watermelon box pattern, from Brother Canvas Workspace using your CM350 or Brother ScanNCut 2. Okay, so if you have that model of the machine, all you need to do is turn it on, and once it connects to wireless, you'll see the wireless information. It's also wants to do an update, I'm sure. Okay, but we'll worry about that later. Go to pattern, and this is the icon that the software was showing you earlier in Brother Canvas Workspace. So in the pattern, you're going to hit this one, the cloud transfer method. Okay, and that's going to retrieve the box that you would cut. You cut out several of the same ones using whichever blade depth is convenient for you. For example, if I was using Stampin' Up! Cardstock right now, I would use probably a blade depth of 5 to cut this box out. And if I was using just thin paper, or light cardstock, maybe anywhere from a 3 to 4. Okay, but you would adjust the blade depth, and you might want to do a test cut. And you would adjust your blade depth, and you can go ahead and cut out your boxes. And then when you're all done, you could go and retrieve or go share the next part of the file, which would be the white section. And then you would go share the watermelon seeds with your machine using the transfer method we discussed. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you will give it a try and transfer your first project after watching this using your wireless network. Thank you for watching. This is the Papered Chef.